Aquarius. December 7th is not a normal day for you, and if you feel something shifting already, if your mind is restless, your energy is different, or your intuition feels louder than usual, you are not imagining it. Something is opening for you. Something is being activated. Something you've been waiting for without even realizing it. December 7th is the day where your timeline bends. It's the day where hidden doors start unlocking. It's the day where the universe stops testing your patience and starts rewarding your evolution. You may notice strange coincidences. You may feel emotionally charged. You may sense a pull towards something new, even if you can't explain why. And here's the truth. These are signs that your new life is already forming behind the scenes. This energy doesn't come often. It doesn't come for everyone. But when it does come for Aquarius, it comes with purpose. It comes with precision. It comes with destiny. If you are watching this right now, it is not by accident. Something is aligning with you. Something is calling you forward. Something wants you to pay attention. Because on December 7th, your old life, the tired version of you, the silent struggles you never told anyone about, the inner battles no one saw, they all begin to lose power. And a new version of you, clearer, stronger, more aligned, more awakened, begins to rise. Before I reveal the 5 signs your new life is starting, I want you to do one thing. If you already feel this shift in your energy, if you've been sensing changes that you can't explain, drop a comment saying, "I feel it." That's your first step in claiming this new timeline. Now, let's begin. The first sign does not arrive with noise or drama. It doesn't shake the ground beneath you. It enters quietly, almost silently, yet its presence is unmistakable. On December 7th, Aquarius begins to feel something deeply unusual, something that cannot be ignored, explained away, or pushed aside. Your old habits, your old routines, your old ways of thinking, and your old emotional cycles suddenly feel heavier than ever before. It's as if every piece of your past that you've been carrying without questioning is now demanding to be released. You begin to sense that you're outgrowing something. Maybe it's a relationship dynamic you've tolerated for too long. Maybe it's a responsibility that once felt manageable, but now feels like a weight you cannot carry another day. Maybe it's a habit you used to justify, but now feels like a chain on your spirit. Whatever it is, you feel it becoming impossible to continue. This is not simple discomfort. This is the beginning of a breaking point. Aquarius is known for strength, quiet strength, resilient strength, the kind of strength that endures without complaining. But even the strongest minds reach a moment where the soul says, "Enough." And December 7th brings exactly that moment. You may find yourself looking at parts of your life and asking, sometimes out loud, "Why am I still doing this?" You may lose interest in routines that once felt familiar or stable. You may wake up and feel disconnected from spaces, people, or behaviors that once felt like home. This is not avoidance. This is not confusion. This is clarity. It is the universe removing your ability to stay where you no longer belong. You might notice yourself pulling away from certain conversations. You might feel emotionally distant from situations you used to invest energy in. You might feel a sudden discomfort in environments that never used to bother you. This shift is not random. It is your intuition rising above your logic and taking control of the steering wheel. December 7th activates something powerful inside Aquarius, a truth you can no longer silence. For the first time in a long time, you're not just thinking about change, you're feeling it in your mind, your body, and your energy. It's not a decision, it's a calling. What you're experiencing is not loss, it's release. You are letting go of an older version of yourself, one that tolerated too much, accepted too little, and carried emotional weight that was never yours to hold. You are shedding beliefs, expectations, and patterns that were created by a past version of you who did not have the power or awareness you hold today. And this shedding may feel strange. It may feel emotional. It may feel uncomfortable, but it is also freeing. Because Aquarius does not evolve slowly. When your transformation begins, it happens all at once. December 7th triggers that moment, the moment where you understand that staying in the old version of your life will cost you more than walking into the unknown. You may feel resistance to repeating the same cycles. You may find yourself unable to compromise in the ways you once did. You may feel your patience thinning with the things that drain you. This is the universe telling you that you've reached the limit of your old timeline. Your soul is refusing to shrink back into patterns that no longer reflect who you are. This heaviness is not an ending. It's a doorway. And if you feel this shift, this sudden emotional weight when you think about your past patterns, understand one thing clearly. Your new life is not preparing to start. It has already started. Aquarius is not the type to rely on empty optimism. You don't pretend everything is fine when it isn't. You don't convince yourself with fantasies or illusions. You need logic, clarity, proof, and alignment before you believe anything fully. And yet, around December 7th, something shifts inside you in a way that is difficult to explain. You begin to feel a quiet but unmistakable confidence rising from within, an inner certainty that has nothing to do with your current circumstances. Nothing external has changed. No situation has suddenly improved. No person has stepped in to reassure you. Your environment may look exactly the same, but something inside you feels completely different. This is not the kind of confidence you force or create. It's the kind of confidence that rises on its own. It comes from a deeper part of your spirit, a place that has been silent for a long time. It feels like a voice within you, firm and steady, finally waking up. You may notice yourself walking differently, thinking more clearly, or approaching challenges with unexpected calmness. You may feel a subtle but powerful shift in how you carry yourself, as if the version of you that once doubted is slowly stepping back, and the version of you that knows who you are is finally stepping forward. It's almost as if your future self has started guiding your present self. This guidance comes in small but unmistakable ways. You start to believe things will turn in your favor. You feel centered even when nothing makes sense. You trust yourself without needing validation. You feel a breakthrough approaching even without evidence. This feeling doesn't come from imagination. It comes from alignment. The universe does not give Aquarius random confidence. It gives you confidence when you are about to enter a new timeline. On December 7th, you might notice you're not reacting to old triggers the same way. You're not doubting yourself the way you once did. You're not shrinking around people who used to intimidate you. Instead, you feel grounded, capable, and aware of your own inner strength. Even when you're unsure about the details, you feel oddly sure about yourself. This confidence is not loud, it's not dramatic, but it is unshakable. It shows up in your decisions. You choose faster and more intuitively. It shows up in your energy. You feel less drained by what used to overwhelm you. It shows up in your emotions. You handle situations with more maturity and clarity. It shows up in your environment. You attract people and opportunities that match your rising frequency. Around this date, Aquarius becomes magnetic. Your energy shifts from hesitant to certain, from waiting to moving, from doubting to knowing. This confidence is the earliest sign that you have stepped out of the old version of yourself. It signals that something within you has aligned with your next chapter, a version of you that is stronger, smarter, more self-assured, more intuitive, and more capable than the version you're leaving behind. You don't need evidence. You don't need guarantees. You feel the shift because the shift is already happening. When Aquarius is about to level up, The first transformation happens internally. The outer world follows later. This rising confidence is your soul's way of preparing you for a new path, a new identity, a new timeline. If you feel this internal surge, even quietly, even subtly, it means your transformation is underway. Your new life is stepping closer, and your higher self is taking control. This is not temporary. This is not random. This is the second sign that your new beginning has already started. This is the sign that catches Aquarius off guard every single time. You're used to relying on logic, timing, and strategy. You don't expect major shifts to appear out of nowhere. But around December 7th, something unusual begins to happen. Doors open without warning, messages come through that you never anticipated, and small but meaningful signs appear with uncanny timing. It's as if the universe starts moving pieces around you with deliberate precision. These openings may seem subtle at first, but they carry a sense of purpose. Maybe someone reaches out unexpectedly, someone you haven't heard from in a long time, or someone you never imagined would contact you. Maybe an opportunity shows up, something you once wanted, something you quietly hoped for, something that aligns so perfectly with your inner vision that you can't ignore it. These moments are not accidents, they are signals. You might notice a sudden invitation, a new connection, or a conversation that leads to a breakthrough. You may receive a financial lead, a career insight, or a path forward that you didn't even know existed. Sometimes it's not a person, but a solution, an answer appearing at the exact moment you needed it, even though you weren't actively searching. These moments feel almost too aligned to be random, too precise to be chance, too timely to be coincidence. They are confirmations. Around this date, Aquarius steps into an energetic shift, a portal where your internal transformation begins shaping your external reality. Once your inner world starts changing, the universe responds by adjusting the outer world to match it. What once felt slow suddenly speeds up. What felt blocked begins to open. What felt silent starts speaking loudly. At first, you may receive small signs, a thought repeating in your head, a person mentioning something you were just thinking about, repeating numbers, repeating symbols, an unexpected idea that comes with a sudden sense of clarity. These little signals are the universe tapping you on the shoulder, preparing you for something larger. Then come the bigger signs, opportunities that feel like they were waiting specifically for you. These are moments that encourage you to take a step forward, not with pressure, but with a sense of timing so perfect that you feel guided. And this alignment only happens when you are approaching a higher chapter of your life. The universe doesn't drop random chances into your path for no reason. It does so when your energy is rising, when your intuition is awakening, and when your spirit is ready to move into a different version of reality. December 7th is not just a date on the calendar, it's the moment when your internal shift becomes visible in the external world. You might notice conversations happening that feel meaningful without trying. You might feel drawn towards certain ideas or opportunities without knowing why. You might reconnect with someone who plays an unexpected role in your next chapter. You might receive clarity about a path you thought was closed. All of these moments are reflections of your rising frequency. When Aquarius aligns with the next version of themselves, life begins aligning with you. The universe is not simply giving you chances. It is preparing you for a timeline shift. It is reorganizing circumstances around you so that you can step into your new chapter with confidence and clarity. So pay close attention around December 7th. Notice what appears. Notice who reaches out. Notice what doors open without effort. Because when something arrives unexpectedly, something meaningful, something timed perfectly, something that feels like a sign, it's not just an opportunity. It's evidence that your new life is already taking shape. Aquarius, is one of the deepest signs in the zodiac, but your depth often stays hidden beneath your logic. You process the world through analysis, reflection, and reason. You don't let your emotions take over easily. You detach before you let yourself break, and you intellectualize long before you allow yourself to fully feel. But around December 7th, something shifts in a way that even you cannot ignore. Your emotions become louder, clearer, sharper, and far more demanding than usual. They stop whispering and begin speaking directly. The feelings you kept quiet for months, maybe even years, rise to the surface with power. It's not chaos, it's clarity. You may feel a sudden emotional release that you didn't see coming, as if something heavy you've been holding finally cracks open. You might experience a powerful realization that changes how you see a situation or a person. You may feel a wave of truth moving through you, revealing what you've been avoiding. You might get the urge to express something important, something you've kept inside for far too long. This emotional shift can appear in many forms: a memory resurfacing so you can finally close it, a burst of motivation that feels like it came out of nowhere, a moment of courage that surprises even you, a decision that feels emotionally right even before it makes logical sense. This is not emotional instability. This is emotional awakening. On December 7th, something inside you becomes undeniably real. You stop negotiating with your truth. You stop trying to think your way around what your heart already knows. The clarity that rises from within becomes your new internal compass, pointing toward what you must release and what you must move toward. Emotion becomes guidance, not disruption. You may feel pulled away from people or situations that drain you. You may feel drawn toward ideas, goals, or connections that match where you're heading. You might feel a sudden urge to protect your peace, speak your boundaries, or prioritize what genuinely matters. These emotional impulses are not random. They are recalibrations. Your emotional body is catching up with your spiritual alignment. This is your energetic reset. This is the beginning of your internal transformation. This is the moment your old identity starts dissolving. Aquarius is often misunderstood as detached, cold, or emotionally unavailable. But the truth is that you feel deeply. You just don't always show it until the timing is right. December 7th brings the timing. It brings the awakening. It brings the clarity that forces you to acknowledge what your intuition has been trying to tell you. This emotional intensity may surprise you. It may feel uncomfortable or even overwhelming at times. But it is not a setback. It is a breakthrough. Emotional clarity is the bridge between who you were and who you are becoming. Your emotions on this day serve a purpose. They guide you toward what aligns with you. They direct you away from what keeps you small. They push you into spaces where you can grow. They reveal the truth behind your desires, fears, and connections. Emotion is not weakness. For Aquarius, emotion is activation. It is the ignition of your next chapter. It is the force that clears out the old energy and prepares you for the new. If your emotions feel stronger, sharper, or more meaningful around December 7th, if you feel truth rising inside you, refusing to be ignored, this is your fourth sign. Your transformation is not happening on the surface. It is happening from the inside out. Your new life is already forming, and your emotions are leading the way. This is the final sign, and it is the most transformative one. On December 7th, Aquarius doesn't just feel motivated or inspired. You feel something deeper, something that goes far beyond excitement or ambition. You feel a pull, a direction, a whisper from the future version of yourself. This is not a thought. It is not a plan. It is a calling. You may suddenly feel drawn toward a new direction in your work, your finances, your relationships, or your personal growth. It's subtle at first, like a quiet instinct, but it carries a sense of truth that is impossible to deny. Something inside you says, it's time. Time to shift. Time to choose differently. Time to step into something bigger than the life you've been living. This calling does not always come with clarity. In fact, it often doesn't. You may not know the exact steps. You may not know the outcome. You may not understand the full meaning. But even with the uncertainty, a part of you feels ready. Not fully prepared, not fully confident, but ready enough to move. You might notice your old goals losing their spark. Plans that once felt exciting may now feel too small. The environments you tolerated may begin to feel restrictive. Certain roles, responsibilities, or connections may no longer fit the person you are becoming. And even though you can't explain why, you feel pulled towards something new, something that aligns with the next version of your life. This is your soul speaking, not loudly, not through dramatic signs, but through a steady inner knowing. It shows up as a sense of possibility, even if you're unsure of the details. It shows up as a quiet confidence that you're meant to expand beyond your current reality. It shows up as an intuitive nudge that you are meant to build something greater. Aquarius is the visionary of the zodiac. You are wired to evolve, innovate, and recreate your future. And around December 7th, your visionary nature awakens with energy you haven't felt in a long time. This calling is not random. It is the first step of your timeline shift. You don't need to see the full picture yet. You're not supposed to. The path to your next chapter is not meant to be revealed all at once. It unfolds one step at a time. First comes the feeling. Then comes the opportunity. Then comes the moment of courage. And eventually, the path builds itself under your feet. This inner pull is the universe showing you that you are ready to leave behind the version of yourself that played small, settled for less, or carried weight that wasn't yours. You are ready to step into purpose, into clarity, into expansion. You may feel drawn to start something new, an idea you've been postponing, a role you've avoided, or a dream you've been secretly imagining. You may feel the urge to shift your lifestyle, change your environment, explore a new financial direction, or take a bold step that would have scared you months ago. This is your confirmation. This is your activation. When Aquarius feels a calling, it is never random. It is never meaningless. It is the internal sign that your life is preparing to open in a new, expansive way. So if you feel pulled towards something unfamiliar, something promising, something bigger, trust that feeling, even if the steps are unclear, even if the outcome is unknown, even if the timing feels strange. This is not the beginning of your new life. This is the moment you realize you're already standing inside it. Aquarius, if these signs have been showing up around December 7th, then understand something clearly. You are not standing at the edge of a small change. You are standing at the doorway of an entirely new chapter of your life. This isn't a shift that happens on the surface. This is a shift that begins inside you, grows through your decisions, and eventually transforms the world around you. December 7th is not meant to bring chaos or confusion. It is meant to bring awakening. It is meant to bring clarity. It is meant to pull you away from cycles that drained you and guide you toward a path that finally reflects who you truly are. The intensity you feel is not a warning. It's confirmation that your energy is evolving and that your old timeline can no longer hold the version of you that is emerging. You may feel uncertain, you may feel emotional, you may feel a mix of hope and fear. But every great shift begins with a moment like this, when your soul knows something your mind hasn't fully understood yet. Trust that knowing. Trust that pull. Trust the signs that are showing up around you. They are not random. They are not accidental. They are designed specifically for your next chapter. And here's what you need to remember. Your new life won't arrive all at once. It will arrive in steps, in moments, in decisions, in realizations that build on top of each other. Each sign you experience is a piece of the bridge leading you to the future you've been quietly preparing for. So as December 7th passes, don't just watch your life. Listen to it, feel it, respond to it, because this shift is not happening to you. It's happening for you. Before you leave, I want you to claim this energy. If you feel your new life beginning, if even one sign resonated deeply, comment, "My new chapter starts now." Because once you acknowledge it, the transformation begins.